In order for our students to be successful, they need to not only know how to work independently, which takes self regulation, as explored in the emotional fluency sessions, but they also need to work well with partners in small groups and in large groups. For these sessions, we will explore social fluency, the ability to consider different perspectives, show empathy and compassion, and work well with others. Sense of belonging is one of the most important activators of a child's engagement in learning. Creating an environment where each and every student has a sense of belonging is critical to the learning process. Developing relationships with and between our students is foundational to the journey of learning. Our schools need to organize for strong relationships. We're going to watch a video that explores the impact of healthy relationships on learning and can inspire us to intentionally shape our student experience in a way that provides a sense of belonging and healthy connections.
Every student, every student walks through the door wanting to feel valued. Every child deserves to have at least one adult in this building who knows them by name. We want 100% of our students to feel connected to a teacher in our building, and that's our goal. It was just a matter of how do we measure this? Early in the year, we conduct a teacher-student connection poster activity so that we can determine which students we've connected with and which students we need to work toward connecting with.
Delaney is allergic to red food dye. And she also has a pond that she swims in.
We take their whole roster of students, we put it up on a wall, and we ask teachers to go through by name and face. Yep, I know this one, this one, this one.
All by name and face. Yep. I think that was a team goal by the end of the second week.
What?
Yeah.
End of week 2.
The activity was based around how well do you know your students. Just through this simple, adding a check mark next to the kid's name that you know by name and face, and then the other categories, academic status, and then a more in-depth personal story about them.
She's one that slips under the radar, though. She's pretty quiet.
You look at a lot of kids and you go, hey, this student has one check mark. I know them by name and face, but other than that, I don't know where they're at academically. I don't know anything about their personal life. It's probably harder for them to feel valued in a learning environment without that connection to the teacher. So to me, that's what this was all about, a reflective process. How well are we getting to know our kids?
And so you don't get to know those students.
The stones in the river, that's what I like to call them. They're just letting the water wash over them. We got to go pick up that stone and turn it over.
We want them to reflect, and then it's time to develop an action plan. What are we going to do to make sure that these students are taken care of?
We have personal conversations with our students in the hallways during passing time. We also do things like thumbs up Thursdays or feel good Fridays, and we just take a few seconds to have kids share things that they're proud of.
To get to know the kids a little bit better on a personal level, just asking them a simple question as they come in the door. Example, last week I started off by just asking kids what their favorite food or fruit was. And then those questions can get deeper to try and get, a little more personal with them.
Winter. What is it? Summer? Nice.
The students here should be seen as people and not just pupils. The more valued they are for their individuality, the more successful they're going to be in the classroom, the more risks they're going to be willing to take, and that's awesome.
We have seen a huge increase in our students' connection to school, with their connection to the teachers, and I think that's probably the most joy teachers have in their profession. Then the real work can begin. Every student.
In this session, the learning intention is to think about how we can organize our school and our classrooms for strong relationships. We want to think about the intention to build safe environments where all students can show up authentically, feel worthy of love and belonging, and solve problems together. Learning is a vulnerable process. In order for our students to trust that they can come in, make mistakes, take risks, and learn and grow, they have to trust that they belong. They have to trust that they have everything they need to be successful. They have to trust that they are worthy of love and belonging. Our essential question for this session is, why do schools need to organize for strong relationships? For this session, we will dive into some powerful videos that show intentional practices for building strong relationships and safe environments. You'll get a chance to choose one practice to try and share your plan. So you're going to choose 3 or more videos and watch. Choose one of the practices that allows you to intentionally organize your classroom for strong relationships or build safe environments where students can show up authentically, feel worthy of love and belonging, solve problems together. And then we're going to ask you to share your plan. Choose at least 3 of these videos to watch, but watch as many as you want. Choose one of these strategies that you think would have a positive impact in your classroom and then share. For the reflection this session, consider this. What would be the impact on your classroom culture if you built for strong relationships and safe environments where students can show up authentically, feel worthy of love and belonging, and solve problems together?